So I know when you were 3 years old, you got to choose your little sister's name, which I think is so cute.
That is cute.
And it was between Charli and Princess.
Cinderella.
It was Cinderella, not Princess?
No, not Princess.
Cinderella.
Which I don't know if is like worse or better, but yeah, that was my 2 choices.
Well, there's definitely girls that I've met who are named Princess. Yeah. So Princess definitely makes sense, but no, Cinderella is great. If her name was Cinderella, I feel like
that's a star's name.
100%.
I know why you came up with Cinderella when you were pitching your names, but why do you say Charli as well?
So I don't remember this obviously, but I was in a daycare program and there was this baby in it named Charli that I was like obsessed with, and like I was 3, but I was like, can I hold Charli? And then that was my second choice. I don't remember any of this, but that's what my mom said.
Were they pushing for another name though?
I don't think they had anything. They picked my mom picked my name when she was like a kid, so she kind of had one and didn't really.
Because of Winn-Dixie.
Yeah, honestly, I think it's a smart thing for parents to do that too. It makes like the child feel more connected to the baby, because there's times where like when parents have a kid, the other child like feels like they're excluded. I feel like that happens sometimes, right? Or is that not a normal thing where the child feels excluded? Like when the parents are giving more attention to the other baby, I just feel like letting them choose the name makes them feel like it's a
little bit more empowered. Like they had a say in it. Yeah.
Do you hold that against her? Like, well, I named you and you feel better?
Honestly, didn't know that until
shit.
recently. But I like loved her. Like I wanted to like hang out with her, play with her all the time. She never wanted to like play with me. Like as a kid, she would like do her own thing and then I would cry. But now we're best friends.
Have you guys gotten closer since you both started doing social media and moved out here?
Yeah, we were. So when she was in middle school and I was in high school, we were like not friends at all. We would go weeks without talking. And then once we switched schools and went to the same high school, we were like best friends, going out every weekend together on the same sports teams. Like her friends were my friends were her friends. Like it was great. And then once we started all this, like we were already close and we just like come out to LA together and meet everyone and be like, oh my God, we just met this person. Like freak out about it to ourselves.
Did you protect her a lot during school? Like during her? Yeah.
I was like looking through, I screenshot everything because I don't know. I just a habit at this point, but I was looking through my old screenshots. It was like me in an argument with a girl, like, don't ever talk about my sister like that. Like just
being the big sis, having her back.
That's good. No, because I get like a little vibe from you that you will like beat someone's ass if they if they fuck with any like with your family or anybody.
Have you ever thrown hands?
I don't really get in-person arguments. Not like for any. I would much rather
you're
do it
a keyboard.
person.
Hide behind the keyboard. What are
These
they?
days,
Keyboard warriors? What do they call them?
Wait, you're talking about like keyboard? I don't know.
I know what you're talking about, but
That's the people who fight online, like keyboard warriors.
Oh yeah, people who just
I would much rather do it in person, but I usually figure it out before and I forget everything. So if I'm in a fight with someone and we go like a month without talking about it, I'll be like, oh my God, hi. And they're like,
did you forget that we
that could come off like snarky too, or like purposely like, hey, how you doing?
Long time no see. How have you been?
If you give me time to forget, like I'm friends with people and
so you don't hold grudges?
No, but not like I just forget. Like,
okay.
Not like
you're not forgiving them. You're just like.
Yeah.
So you said right when you got here, you guys have already gotten into a couple fights since you moved in together.
Yes, we've gotten in 2 like big fights. Both were not my fault. But, one was my fault, one was hers. But we like resolved it in minutes. Like
that's good.
We don't really argue about anything. Like I see her wear my clothes and I'm like, it's just not worth it. Like whatever.
Yeah.
I think we're past that point of like the stupid arguments. We're not like, this is your bowl. Like we'll just do it. Like,
right.
Oh, so it's like dishes and shit. Those type of fights. Roommate fights.
I mean, I can't really talk about the big fights because they're like
bad.
Yeah. But we're like our little things. It's just like, hey, your dog is here. Like, your dog's barking.
Which is nasty.
Do you really value your sister's like opinion on things like creatively? Like if there's something that you're working on, do you ever like run it by her to go, what do you think of it? Or do you like to do it completely separately and not really care what she has to say? If that makes sense.
Yeah.
The things we do together, we are always on the same page. So like we have a clothing line together and whenever we're like picking something, we always pick the same thing without even like talking.
That's nice.
That's good.
And that's social tourist. Right.
And then for like everything else, we kind of just don't really talk about it. Like I find out she does things. I'm like, oh, when was that? She's like, oh, like 3 months ago. I'm like, okay. But I mean, I go to her. I feel like we all have, if we're like passing by in a meeting, like give each other advice, but it's not like there's no reason why we're not.
Since we're on your clothing company, Social Tourist, I remember this was like we didn't even really know of you and Charli back then, but I remember like a few years ago, Heath and I went to the mall to go Christmas shopping, and we knew of you on TikTok, but like nothing really more than that. And I remember going to the mall, and all the stores were like normally packed, whatever, and only Hollister, and it was you guys all over Hollister. It was before Social Tourist. It was when you guys came out with the jeans with the hashtag challenge that you guys did, and that line I looked at Heath, I was like, oh my God, they're actually bigger than we like think they are.
Hollister stock tripled.
It was crazy seeing this sign. It was wrapped around the whole mall, and it was like you could tell that they were there to get Charli and Dixie's jeans.
It was crazy.
Jeans for the boys though at all, or was it just for the girls?
It was just we were the face of
their denim.
Yeah, it wasn't like our thing. Like now, everything we do at Social Tourist is like our stuff, but I feel like I've never really seen anything like that happen. That's why like this whole idea of like people following me and watching me, I've never seen it.
Yeah.
Except I went to Knott's Berry Farm the other day and it was like crazy, but that's like so rare because I don't really leave the house.
Well, I feel like you've had like a few meet and greets, right? But not too many.
Like
where you like experienced that
in 2020.
You went to Playlist in 2020? Oh, I didn't know that.
But we did like a pop-up meet and greet because we had to like go somewhere. So I never really experienced like selling tickets for a meet and greet, but
yeah.
Have you ever seen people like out in your jeans and you're like, oh my God, they're wearing my jeans?
Oh, when I see people in the clothes, I'm like, I love your shit.
Is that the craziest feeling in the world?
Yeah, but sometimes I'm like, oh wait, do they know? Like, there's
like, thanks, weirdo.
I mean, I feel like that's kind of better if there's random people that don't know you are wearing your shit. I think that is 10 times cooler.
It is a good feeling too. I'd be pumped. Like imagine like we walked out inside and saw somebody just like carrying a Cremota cup, drinking our coffee.
Yeah, I would have a meltdown.
It's weird.
I was like, can we take a picture together?